Friday, the 2nd of June, 2023. Reflecting on life and helping those we care about. Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro. 25 degrees, hot, sunny, and slightly overcast. Today is Friday, the second day of the new month. It's been almost a month since I started living with my ex-wife and daughter. Living with Yasmin is not a problem, even with her mood swings. It's bearable, and interestingly enough, living with Nalva is not so bad either. We have been separated for around 8 or 9 years, so a lot has changed since then, including us. To me, a person's essence remains unchanged despite any changes that may occur in their life. Their essence may become more or less flexible, stubborn, honest, or dishonest, depending on their experiences. Significant life events may bring about inner changes, but the foundation of who they are, their inner essence, remains the same. Therapy or the natural process of aging may also cause changes in a person, but the core of their being stays the same. I have lived with my ex-wife for almost a month, and during this time, I developed a great admiration for her. She is a hard-working and resilient person who does not have financial security. Every day, she steps out to work and fights to survive. In the evening, despite being physically and mentally tired, she cooks again because she is a cook by profession and at heart. I find her admirable because no matter what, she always does what needs to be done. I didn't fully understand this when we were married, but I do now. Because of this realization, I could never abandon or harm my ex-wife. I now see myself as more of a father figure to her rather than a husband or ex-husband. She is the mother of my younger daughter, Yasmin, and it's important for me to support her as much as I can to help ease her pain. The last time my mother came to Rio to visit, she suddenly said something out of the blue at the end of her stay, taking her to the airport by taxi for her flight back to England. She told me that Nalva did not know how to make a home for her family, and that it was not her fault. But due to her parents having so many children, they did not teach her what she would have to do as a mother, a wife, etc., to build a home. My mother is a median, and it made sense in some ways when she voluntarily spurted this out. It is now clear to me that I had to spend 6 months with my daughter and Nalva before going to England. This was necessary to ensure that everything was in order while I was away. Financially, Nalva must know how to value the money she earns and save some. She must also learn to be frugal by saving money and not buying unnecessary things. Organization. She is not very organized. She procrastinates and accumulates housework, while also hoarding things she does not need. The dirty dishes should be cleaned the same day, and the kitchen should be clean and tidy before going to bed and not left for tomorrow. In the flat, you can have a quick once-over to be good for the rest of the day and when you return home from work. Cooked, leftover food should not be left on the stove or in the oven for days. Leftover food from the day before should be used up, not cooking something new and accumulating various leftovers that will never be used. These are the sort of things that can delay anybody's growth and anybody else's around. Spiritually, she needs to stop complaining and having such a negative outlook. She has a pretty good life. She lives in the southern zone of Rio, and her family and relatives care about her. She has made progress in her work and is now the boss of her department. She is valued, but she needs to start valuing herself, what she has achieved, and what she has in her life instead of constantly complaining. Although I am not a psychologist, I am trying to help her in any way I can. All I'm sure of is that she is the mother of my younger daughter, so we have a history. I do not want to fix her, but I want to help her. Before I do, she must know how to help and value herself. Friday was normal with classes, etc., except that in the evening, we bought churrasquinho de gato, barbecue on a spit, from an old friend who sells barbecues in the streets near Flamengo metro station. I used to buy barbecues from him and his ex-partner to take home when I had the dogs more than 10 years ago. My mother created this habit of buying barbecue on a Friday night when she came to visit us and see Yasmin. In bed by 10 p.m. Thank you. Thanks for reading my blog. Check out my other posts and share your thoughts in the comments. Richard. Photos by Richard George Photography.